Yeah.
This one, she has carried her K-leg to not come. Look at the drama that's ensued.
Do you understand?
The same Laura. Is she a witch?
I don't understand. She must be a witch.
They are crazy people.
Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'll be doing a review of the Real Housewives of Lagos season 2 reunion show. So the ladies who show up for the reunion are Laura, Faith, and Mariam. And Toyin sends in a video message to just, talk to her fans and, to just let us know that she's recovering, she's doing better. The show was just like a platform for her to showcase her craft and, show the world her artistic side, which she did, because she got quite a number of awards. Like she said, she got the most trending brand of the year award, she got the most creative brand of the year award, and she also got entrepreneur of the year award. Also just opened up about her spine disease and how vulnerable it was, but she appreciates the love and support she got. She ended her video, she said that Dr. Rommel is a liar, that he lies a lot, and that his lies can bring someone that is dead back to life. I'm like, this babe. And she also said that she owes him a knock, that whenever she sees him, she's going to, remove that Botox on his face. And that was it. All they were done with Tiana's message, they spoke about just showed us a few fun moments from the show, like the ladies just having a good time, dancing, laughing, chilling, like just good vibes. And after that, the host asked the three ladies present what was their most fun moments from the season. Mariam goes first with Zaza was her most fun moment. Faith says that her most fun moment was the staycation she had with Laura and her kids, as well as Toyin and her kids. Laura's own fun moment was launching her lip gloss brand, her lip gloss business. After that, the host talks about the new ladies that were added to the group, Faith and Tania, and just shows up like the clips of these ladies. The host goes to Faith and we're just like talking to her if like anybody bothered her, if anything bothered her, and it was like she's not bothered by anything, she's not bothered by anyone. And the friends she had on the show, that's Laura and Toyin, they were her friends. Like she didn't, like if it was those people she considered to be her friends, after the setting with, then she would have been bothered. But regardless of everything that happened, she's not bothered. She's more disappointed than stressed out. Then the host turns to Mariam, just asks about what's there between her and Tania and Mariam was just basically saying they're not friends, but they are friendly, they are cordial. Like Tania gossips a lot, so she knows she can't be friends with her. The host goes to talk about the 6 months, how there's bromance 6 months. We want to talk about the friendship that ensued between the ladies. Shown clips of Chioma and lyabo, Faith and Laura and Toyin. So the host just wanted to talk to Laura, get her own thoughts on the friendship of Faith with Toyin. And Laura was she's very, very happy. She didn't feel any certain type of way. She's actually happy they genuinely have friendship. So Amira was that she's not surprised by the friendship between Faith and Toyin. That even when she met Toyin and she told Toyin that this girl, you people will vibe, people will this, she knew that they would connect and everything. It was her and Toyin are good friends, that their sons really still talk together. Most things that connect her to most of her friends are money, making business together, sort of thing. After that, they get to talk about the epic showdown at the Epe Resort, where Mariam, Faith, lyabo, everything that just went on, the whole raccoon face, chimpanzee here, sit your flat ass down and stuff like that. When they show that scene, then we also got to see some unseen footages. Now in the clip that we got to see, you could see lyabo just basically saying that the fact that I'm giving you attention, you say you're a model, nobody knows you, person that even brought you into the group is not here. Then Chioma also said the thing about whether Laura is here or whether Laura is not here, she still brings drama, with her K-leg, she a witch. In fact, all those kind of talks. You see the shock on Laura's face, because obviously those footages were not aired, and she was very confused, are they talking about me, kind of thing. And she was taken aback. She was really pissed and she was really shocked by the clip that was shown. It was just really upsetting, because Faith is I'm the one you people have an issue with, you get, I'm the one you people were supposed to be insulting, cussing out, and this they didn't need to bring Laura into the mix. And Mariam was trying to explain to her that Laura's name only came up because it was Laura that brought her into the group. And I'm trying to understand this, because I don't understand. They are all casted for this show, so whether Laura brought Faith into the group or not, Faith was originally going to be a housewife. Like, we've seen clips like she was going to be on the show regardless. So this one saying Laura brought her into the group, this one, that one, down. Like, it didn't really make sense to me. I'm like, okay, the same way you guys were casted for this show is the same way Faith was casted for this show. But that's by the way, the host really did her thing on this show. She really like asked questions. She was like trying to understand why is Mariam so concerned about the friendship between Faith and Laura. Essentially, that's basically what she was trying to make her answer. And just trying to make the ladies like Faith, because it seemed like they didn't like her. So she was trying to understand and try and, you know, sort of like be like the middleman. Like, what she was even saying was not making sense, honestly. That's why I'm rambling like this, because I'm even trying to understand what she was saying, because it wasn't making sense to me. So essentially, I think what she was trying to say is, from her point of view, it seemed like the ladies were, you know, not so chummy with Faith. They were cool with her, they were coming for Faith. So she was now trying to sort of mend fences, make, you know, the ladies sort of accept Faith. Because now, prior to that pair blowout, she had already had a conversation with Faith, where Faith had, you know, explained to her the whole doesn't have Laura's number, and she understood it. So she just brought it up there again, thinking Faith would, you know, address it and shut it down. But, you know, Faith didn't do that, and things just escalated. Now, on its own end, because the host was asking Faith if she understood where Mariam was coming from, or if she understood Mariam's point of view, and Faith was like, she doesn't. It just seemed like everything was staged, everything was, you know, rehearsed. Okay, because now, mind you, she doesn't owe anybody an explanation on her friendship with Laura. She doesn't need to explain the dynamics of their friendship to anybody. But essentially, it's just like the manner of approach. Like, okay, for instance, you don't ask people their age. Like, it's just social etiquette, like she said. And yes, so if she was just imagine, like, you know, in that scenario where they first met up and, you know, Chioma was asking their age, like Faith rightly said, if it was any other woman in that group that was asked her age, the response that would have come out would have been nasty. And Faith, considering, okay, I'm just meeting these ladies for the first time, she was just calm. She was just, you know, not trying to act smart, or, you know, act like, you know, she's dissing anybody, or, you know, making any smart remarks. She kept it together. And if it was somebody else, you know, they would just go up the handle and just say whatever they wanted to say. And okay, she let that one slide. Now, the whole thing of call your friend Laura, call your friend Laura, call your friend Laura. And mind you, yes, that she knew Laura wasn't going to be at that event. Her friend told her this. If she wanted to tell them, she would have told them. You get, but her friend told her this. So she didn't see the need to inform those ladies. If Laura wanted to tell those ladies, obviously she would have told them. But yes, she didn't say anything about it. And now it's all about manner of approach. That yes, okay. And her thing with Mariam is that Mariam is like two-sided. She's different. Like, once she's with, you know, outside the group, she's more calm. She's one-on-one with her and Mariam and, you know, Toyin. Mariam brought up the whole thing about, she was like, you know, what happened? So, like, the way she asked, you know, it was more calm. It was welcoming enough for her to give her a response. But not the other way she was asking her when they were in the group. So when she clocked, like, put one and two things together, it just didn't make sense. When, you know, Mariam said, and I've already asked her this is why she didn't have the number. Lyabo said, why did you ask her? I was supposed to ask her. So saying that, and with the way how the scenario was, it was obvious that these women were up to something. It was obvious that there was a plan. There was something that was supposed to happen. You know, that was why she didn't even engage. That's why she didn't give them what they were looking for. Mind you, that aside, you know, with the whole call your friend like 1-2 times that she was trying to signal Chioma, and everything that she had played out. So essentially what Faith was saying, that she acted based on her observation. She read their body language. She could read between the lines. And that was one thing Mariam did not do. Mariam wasn't listening. She wasn't hearing what was happening. She was just going off. She can't and she won't understand where Mariam is coming from, essentially. Then, you know, the host now like asked Laura, like, what's your take on this whole Faith is fake, you know, the friendship is fake concept thing that, you know, the ladies are pushing. Laura was like, honestly, she doesn't even know where it's coming from. But she feels like, you know, the ladies are intimidated by Faith. Like, Chioma and Lyabo are intimidated by Faith. because like it doesn't make sense. How would you try and explain why you don't like somebody? Like you just hate this woman for no reason. She has done nothing to you. Somebody you don't even know, you just hate her. So essentially you're just saying that it's just coming from a place of intimidation. Because Laura was even confused because she was like, she didn't even know, you know, Faith and Lyabo had met prior to that first meeting, you know, where she stepped on her view. She didn't understand it, because when even Faith was, you know, telling it to her, she was even shocked. Because I'm like, okay, you people have met before, so why the whole drama? Why the whole bad energy? Like, it didn't make sense. Faith get talking, you know, she talks about how Prissy was working for her, did like 3 posts for her business without even collecting a dime. And you know, she met up with even get talking, they just like have conversations, and they're talking about, you know, being a single mother, and talking about how they don't want the kids to hate their dads and everything. For me, from my own perspective, I feel like having such conversations, this is not surface level conversations, honestly. This is not how is business, is deep conversations you're having with somebody on similarities between the both of you, you get. And to not just flip on this person and flip like, you know, she's the wild witch of the West, it just didn't add up for Faith. And she was, like she said, she was confused, she was shocked, she was disappointed, because there's no way you try and explain, there's no excuse, there's no reasoning behind it, you get, through all the negativity, the whole bad blood towards her. Because honestly, from where to where now? Then as they're still talking, you know, the host just like, oh, somebody is going to join us now, blah 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 blah. Dr. Rommel comes in, and I don't even know why this guy was allowed to do reunion. Because honestly, he would provoke you the more. He compared to what he did with season finale, he just added more rubbish to it. Just imagine, because you know, the whole crux of the matter was this Botox party. Who has this Botox party? So the host asks Rommel, who owns this Botox party? The Rommel says it's the both of them. Okay, fine. Faye didn't even want to talk about it. It was just, he's irrelevant to her, so she didn't want to, you know, talk about it any longer. And the host was now asking him that, is it that you guys had designated roles, you're supposed to do something? And I said, no, we just spoke. You know how he talks, how he just talks to get on your nerves. That's what he was doing. Then that aside, Laura now said that, but you said this lady didn't introduce. He didn't even allow Laura finish her sentence. He just started, I misspoke.
Said that he did not she did not
You
introduce.
misspoke. Like, I don't know if you guys watched the season finale. If you watched that breakfast drama that happened, where Dr. Rommel was saying that Faith never introduced him to the ladies, and they played the clip of Faith introducing him to the ladies. Now he's saying he misspoke. Which one is I misspoke? Like Laura said, say you lie. Own it. Put your hand on your chest and say, yes, I lied. Who will beat you? But Laura was just very irritated, because you've painted this woman in a very nasty light. You've said rubbish about her. And now you're coming to making it seem like me and mad. You're saying you misspoke. I lied. Say it. So him and Laura were just going at it. Laura was just giving, I'm not the one, don't try me, Dr. Rommel. You know Laura, she's So that's one shall happened. The host, she's wonderful. The host now asked him, so what is the difference between misspoke and lies? The man said, in the context of what was happening, you know, in the heat of the moment, I was very emotional. I was saying a lot of things, but what I meant to say, because I was addressing the fact that, you know, she invited me and she disinvited me. Somebody else invited me for the Chioma's event, saying that Chioma is expecting you need to be there. So everything was just getting jumbled up in the heat. He was emotional when he was talking. I'm like, hey, God, how would Chioma be expecting you at her event when she doesn't even know you first? You get, like, Chioma has not met you before, but she's expecting you. Who are you that she's expecting you at her yard sale? I beg, who are you? Well, you know that yard sale you first met her for the first time, but do Chioma is expecting you. You need to show up for her yard sale. That one shall happen. Like honestly, the scenes that they had this guy talking were just pissing me off. Because I was like, they should just off his mic, or they should just get him out of that place. Because he just kept ranting. He was just saying so much nonsense. Okay, let's address this whole timeline issue. You said you've known Faith for a year and a half. Faith is saying she spoke to you. She started talking to you in December of 2022. The show was shot in January 2023. To the point where even Faith gave, the host her phone to be going through the messages. Like, it was dated December 8th. iMessage. Like, it is, real. Like, it's there. She's not lying. And his own thing, because I'm like, the simple question that they were asking Dr. Rommel is, okay, you are saying Faith is lying. This is not when you guys met. This is not, like, it doesn't add up. Then, okay, you tell us when you people met or when you guys started talking. I can't do that. It's confidentiality. It's against my I'm like, yeah. Is it trying to imply that, okay, Faith is a client? Because you only have confidentiality agreement between you, doctor, patients, like, that kind of thing. And Faith has already told us several times that she has never at any point been a client of Dr. Rommel's. But he keeps, just going that he can't stay, that he knows Faith wants him to do something he cannot do. He won't go against his ethics. And it was just so annoying. Because I'm like, why are you so pained? Wait, what did this babe do to you? Is it by force to be your friend? And you could see like Faith was just holding herself. Because this man was pushing her. He was pushing her to the wall. He was talking over her, talking over the host, talking over the other ladies. He was just doing the most. You could see this man just came here to chase clout. He just came here to be seen. He just came here for screen time, honest. Even to the point where Laura even said that, okay, but like, make it make sense, but you're saying you've known this person for however long you have, but the first message, the first contact between you two is her saying, hello, my name is Faith Morey. So like, how does that add up? Somebody you claim you know is introducing herself to you. Haba. You get, like, that was just it. Like, when she said, I was like, yes, we should end this talk here and now. But trust Dr. Rommel to be, the nuisance that he is. He just keeps going that, yes, Faith fabricates things, she lies a lot. She now started with the whole rubbish of, they came with a plan. That's even surprised, they went for Laura. 1 minute you're saying, Faith never mentioned Laura. Laura was not, the target. Laura wasn't this. It was supposed to be lyabo. On the other end, they're now saying, Faith mentioned that Laura is too weak, she's too soft, she's too this. Which one are you saying? Did Faith mention Laura or she did not mention? You get now, like, everything was just looking stupid. Like, enough of that man. Enough of him. After Dr. Rommel's blabbing, the host now asked the ladies, like, okay, what do you think? Like, what do you make of, lyabo not coming? Laura was like, she really wanted lyabo. She expected lyabo to be there. Because she just wants to understand what the beef is. Like, what exactly has she done to lyabo? You get? That was just her own thing. Because honestly, she felt like if she knows that, then she would, understand. Instead of being all chummy and sweet when she sees her. Because it's so obvious, like, lyabo is not her person or whatever. But she would just like to know the reason. Or unless she's dragging what happened in the first season to the second season, it doesn't make sense. So Laura was like, she feels like she should have been there to, address these issues and clear up the air. Because she remembers in her own time, in season 1 when Laura was, the villain and everybody, ganged up on Laura. Laura still sucked it up. She still showed up at the reunion. She still said her piece. That's why the whole negativity online, she still showed up. So there's no excuse. There's no reason behind not coming. You got all three of them not coming. It's not a coincidence. Faith was the only thing was like, it just shows like to who you are. You should be accountable. If you say something, if you do something, be accountable for your actions, essentially. So them not being here today just shows that they are not accountable. And I think Mariam said something along the lines of the reunion is like a chance for you to clear up certain misconceptions, for you to address certain things, you know, the same way she explained herself to Faith, and you know, Faith said her own piece. Like, that's just what the reunion is here. So they now get to address what happened at Salt Beach, the pool incident, you know, where, you know, Lyabo got out of the pool, the rest of the ladies follow her out of the pool, and everything. So now Mariam was trying to explain now that prior to them coming to the pool, because they were about 40 or almost an hour late, that, you know, off camera they had told them that they should move to the pool, they should leave the jacuzzi to the pool, and the pool is warmer. So when the other ladies come in, they should tell them. And just for them to get there, and everything just escalated. Like Rommel was telling Mariam that don't make it seem like, you know, when we came there, when people were not saying things, like things were not being said. Even got to see like unseen footages of where, you know, Lyabo was basically, you know, body shaming Laura. The whole, I don't want yam legs staining me, yam leg, cover your body, your fat body, your big body. You know, like those kind of comments, like laughing about it, just being very mean. Honestly, they were being like bullies. And that was why, you know, Laura reacted the way she reacted, you know, fired back at her, like, cry me a river, bitch. The host now asked Laura, like, you dipped your leg in the pool, was it cold or warm? Laura was like, the pool was warm. Then the host now faced Faith and was not asking Faith that, so now do you feel like it wasn't a gang up? Faith was like, see, considering everything that happened, how everything went down, it doesn't even matter whether the pool was cool or the pool was not cool. Because when Mr. Linus came and he jumped in, entered the pool, he, you know, screamed, oh, the pool is cold, sort of thing. The way everything happened, it was so obvious, like these ladies were just being very harsh and being very mean. And that was why, you know, they were speaking up and they were going like back and forth. And it was when, you know, Laura, you know, spoke that at Lyabo that, you know, she left. So obviously to her and to Laura, it was understandable for them to think this, that. The host was like, okay, do we get a reconciliation from you guys? That's Faith and Mariam. So yeah, they just hugged, and I feel they are cool. They are going to be cordial. They've addressed what they need to address. And she was like, okay, tell me something you like about each other. So Faith was like, one thing she likes about Mariam is like, if Mariam has something to say, she has an issue, or you've done something that she will tell it to you straight. And Mariam was like, for Faith, she doesn't know how Faith is able to control herself, control her anger, because she knows herself, like if it was her, like any of these things happened to, she would have gone off the handle. So yeah, so that was just it. And you know, the host asked the ladies, would they be coming back if there's for the next season? And Laura was like, she's done, she can't, like she's had enough. And Faith was like, well, if the check is good, like if the money is up, like if it's right enough, she may come back. We'll get to see who will be in season 3, if there will be a season 3, and hopefully they cut a lot of cast members, e.g. number 1, Dr. Rommel. He needs to get out. He just needs to get off our TV screens, honestly. So yeah, so that was just like the reunion. That was what happened. But honestly, like this reunion was just not what I expect. So many things could have been addressed, like so many perceptions could have been cleared up. But then and I feel like production showing us these clips was for us to see like the full picture. You get, for us to see like, okay, because you know when this season aired, like everything that was going on was like was the way they edited it. You know, production took certain clips out, so we didn't see when this, we didn't see when we didn't see that. So production now showed us 2 unseen footages, and in this unseen footages, you people are being very mean, being very nasty. You get, is your words are coming out of your mouth. And the part where Faith called Dr. Rommel Powerpuff Boy, insulted at his eyebrows, I was like, yeah, the way she would insult you with classy. And Dr. Rommel was he was poking, he was trying. I was like, you could see how Faith was holding herself with all her strength, because this man was pushing her to be. Like, if I was her, I would look for something to just stone him, let him just get out of that place. Because I'm like, how can you be such a nuisance? How can you lie a lot? Like, what are you gaining? And Laura even made this comment like, okay, you want to be friends with these other ladies, fine, that's not a problem, but you don't need to knock somebody down. You don't need to insult or say negative things about somebody to, you know, suck up to people that you want to be friends with, people you don't even know. And that Faith has never for once said any negative thing about him. And even if you check the season, you would see Faith has not said, and she hasn't insulted him. She hasn't, because she understands, okay, he's doing this for his bad. He's trying to get connections and whatever. She has never said, the only thing Faith said is, we are not friends. So is it by force to be your friend? So if you watch the reunion, if you have like some thoughts, if you have anything you want to talk about, let's talk about it in the comment section. If there's a season 3, who would you still like to see in season 3? And yeah, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, like, share, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.